What's going on, everyone? This is John, the Wolf of Ecom. In this video, we're gonna be talking about one of my top strategies if you wanna make sure you don't get shut down by Facebook today in 2022. This is something we've been testing and experimenting with for the past 3 months roughly, and we've been seeing amazing results, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into the strategy. So this is something that we do share in my program, My Inner Circle. If you're looking to be in a group of advanced marketers, dropshippers, affiliate marketers, that is the place for you. The best thing to do is first start by checking out my free Bulletproof Facebook system guide under the video in the link to the description. Start there, check it out. If you want to learn more, go ahead and book a call with my team and we'll see how we can help. But listen, this is going to be a little bit custom to you depending on exactly your structure, the amount of stores or offers that you're actually pushing traffic to. I'm gonna give you the general idea and concept, and you can choose how you wanna apply it from here. Okay, but this is using what I call an agency BM, right? So let me use my mouse pad, handwriting here is the agency BM. Now the thing is, it's not actually an agency. We're gonna think of it as an agency, okay? And the concept is quite simple, right? So I'm gonna share assets in to this agency BM. And this can be, in this example, we'll use personal ad accounts, right? Maybe this is a BM with multiple ad accounts. And then maybe this is an agency account, okay? If you're not sure what the agency ad accounts are, check out my guide, The Truth About Agency Ad Accounts, in the link to the description of this video. All right, so basically what we want to do is we want to have a business manager, right, that we dedicate as an agency. Ideally, if it's verified, the better. I've seen that if you have an unverified BM and you try to do this and it's a newer BM or one without much history or activity, it's very likely you're going to get this killed. And that's okay, as I'll explain, but it's still just kind of like a pain in the butt because you got to reset it up again. So let's stop for a sec and look at an example of doing this. Okay, so this is gonna be the dedicated agency BM, right? So the idea of this is it's a shell. It's like you're hiring a marketing agency to manage all of your stuff, right? So you're gonna share everything into their business manager for them to take care of. So the way we're gonna do this, we're going to go into the ad account that we wanna share in. So in this example, we're gonna use a personal ad account. I'll explain why. And once we're there, we're going to go back to our agency BM. We're going to request access to an ad account. We need to choose a page for this. We'll just grab this one. Okay, so now we're going to grab the ID of this ad account, which you can see right here. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go back. I'm going to paste here. I'm not going to choose this. I'm going to choose these first three. For some reason, it tends to limit the liability of the business manager of that account. It minimizes flags. So if something does become flagged overall, it doesn't tend to wipe everything out that's attached to it. Okay, so now we're gonna refresh, we're gonna respond, and we're gonna accept because obviously we did this ourselves intentionally. Okay, so now when we go back and we refresh, bada bing, bada boom. So we have a new ad account inside of the agency BM. So the idea is very simple. We're gonna load up all of our assets into this dedicated agency BM. Remember, this is not an agency itself. We wanna think of it as a business manager that just it hosts everything, but it doesn't own anything. Now, what we'll wanna do for our media buyers, right? Because we want what I call safety profiles on every business manager that we value. Safety profiles are the profiles that are strongest, the oldest, that you don't really use to run ads. They're there more so as placeholders, and placeholders so that if something, let's say a bunch of your profiles get locked out or something happens or whatever, right? They get permanently disabled, you'll still have a way of accessing these assets. So what we do is we put safety profiles, at least 1 or 2, on everything that's important to us, specifically on business managers, right? So what we'll wanna do is we'll wanna now invite our media buyers, right? It can just be any random email. And something to note as well, I talk about this in my free guide, which you should check out if you haven't already, links in the description. We want to, quick share here, we don't want to stack these actions all at once, right? So definitely splitting things up. And this is part of what we work on in my program, where I show people what is and isn't working with connecting all these things. But basically I would grab this short link and I would join this business manager with the profiles I want to do media buying with. Okay, media buying meaning just basically running campaigns, launching new ones, making edits, turning things on, turning things off, duplicating things, anything ad related. They're not gonna be an admin per se, they're just strictly media buyer. Just like if you were hiring a marketing agency, they're not all gonna be admin most likely. It's gonna be probably like the owner of the agency is gonna be the admin on the business manager, and then he's gonna invite his employees that do the media buying with limited advertising access. Super normal, right? So that's exactly what we do. Now the difference is overall we would be loading up all the assets that we're going to be using. And that can be a business manager with multiple ad accounts. So if I want to invite a business manager here, I would go partners, let's see. So we'll, as a quick example, I think this one might be disabled. Let's see, John BM1. Let's see if you're disabled, John BM1. We could probably do it anyway. So we'll go here. And then we'll go back to our agency BM. Probably easier if we do it this way. Share assets with. So we're gonna grab the ID of the business manager. That's our agency BM. Next. And then we would save it there. Okay, and then you'll see okay, now we're gonna look here, refresh. We have our partners here. We're gonna share assets, limited, remember, not full. Okay, I did that right. Either way, you can see here now there's two assets that are not owned by this agency BM, but they have access to it. And that's exactly what we want. We want to create those layers of separation with the levels of access, right? So that's a huge piece of this too. And then of course, to protect all this, like for example, we don't want this business manager to own the pixel or own the domain verification. We want to create layers of separation. So what I would do is, going back to my fancy little drawing board here, I would probably have a separate BM here. We want this to own different assets and then share everything in here. And then we're just loading up out of this. So the cool thing is if this guy gets killed, then we just create a new one, connect everything. Now you got to do it in the right way. Like you don't want to do it all at once. There are steps to this, don't get me wrong, but this is just a general idea. And you will run into problems if you do this incorrectly. So I'm not like saying that as a tease, just be aware, like don't be pissed at me if you disable things because you did it incorrectly. But this is the general idea, this is a general theory. This is what's working really, really well for us. And then of course, agency ad accounts connecting into this. Agency ad accounts are key today. Make sure to check out the truth about agency ad accounts if you haven't already. Get that for free below this video and link in the description. But this strategy will absolutely make a difference for you, I can promise you. Make sure to test this out, try it for yourself, use some of your oldest assets, use some of your newest assets, really up to you. But the strategy, the structure, the process is all the same, and I can promise you it will make a difference. So if you are stuck, if you're struggling to get up and running here in 2022, go ahead and click the link below for either my Truth About Agency ad accounts or my Facebook Bulletproof program, where I show you the overall process, strategy, and structure. If you want to win with Facebook today, if you don't want to be shut down, banned, and restricted, you need everything we talk about in both those. So click those links, check them out. And if you want help setting this stuff up, reach out to my team. You'll be able to access a application through both those websites. So check those out now. I can promise you it's going to make a difference. Or at the very least, leave a comment, like, and share this video if you got something from it.